What's up YouTube? My name's Adriano and I've got a quick little demo video today to do. I'm actually really excited to show this hilt off. I'm kind of a fan of clan style hilts and just everything prequel. So when I got this saber, or when the client first came to me with it, I was actually really excited just because I love the way that the hilt looks. And I mean, I'm pretty well versed in what is out there in the saber market and everything. I spent a lot of time, looking through, seeing what people are making and producing and whatnot. But I hadn't seen this yet, so I was really surprised by that. And I ended up finding out that it's a store on Etsy called Star Harbor. They have this design and one other. I think they've had other hilts in the past as well. But in terms of clan, they have clan hilts. They have this one and another one, and I really like both of them. I'd almost want to say that I just want to snag one right away, but I think the only thing that I don't like about it is the fact that it only accommodates for a 24mm speaker. So if they made this a little bit bigger to accommodate that, I would definitely pick one up, because just the build quality and the finish and everything, it's really nice. It's really well made. They look pretty. So let's go over what I did to this hilt, because this is not how it comes from Star Harbor. The client had me weather this, and he sent some reference photos, which were really good. I always appreciate when people send me that to kind of work off of. And one of them was a picture of a Darth Maul hilt that somebody had weathered. And it was really cool because it retained a lot of its natural, color. It was a little bit dull, but the ends were kind of like darkened and almost looked like they were burnt. You can kind of see it. It's kind of hard with this lighting, but maybe if I hold it a little bit further away, you can kind of see that the pommel end and the emitter end are darkened and weathered a little bit more. So I think this came out really cool. I really love just kind of looking at this hilt. It's very subtle, but still noticeable at the same time. Weathered the blade plug as well. The cover tech knob, you had me modify and make it fit, because some things needed to be widened in order to get the screw to fit and everything properly. So that's all good. This is nice and secure. This knob, I did have to cut the threads down quite a bit, but slowly and surely I got there to where it was a perfect fit. Still had plenty of threads and it wasn't poking in at the chassis at all. Moving on up, you included this button, which I tried to weather up a little bit. So yeah. So there's that. There's this red knob. I did not have to cut this down at all. I ended up actually utilizing it as a part of the chassis, but I did weather that up as well. And then the body is weathered with aluminum black. So, darker on the ends, a little bit lighter on the grip where it would have more contact with someone's hands. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. You did have me sand this blade plug down as well. Unfortunately, I can't really do it on camera, but if you give it a couple flicks, it comes out just like that. It's still a tight fit, but it's not really tight, it's snug. So you can, flick it out, but you can also put it in and not really need to use the retention screw. So that's kind of nice. You don't have to use the tool to back it out, put the blade in and tighten it back up. And there you have your Eco neopixel connector. And then inside, I'll show you the chassis that I worked up for this hilt. Not a whole lot of room to go crazy with, but I did try to make it look decent. You got your battery cradle, spring side being your negative. And then I used a combination of rub and buffs to just kind of get a little bit of a design, something different. I don't usually sorry about that, ran out of space on my phone for a second. But yeah, I was just saying that I don't usually design chassis like this with these deep grooves with some greeblies inside. So it's a nice little change. I think it suits this saber pretty well. You did ask for a little bit of weathering, so I kind of I matched it with the rest of the hilt. And then to get at your SD card, since there wasn't a whole lot of room, I wasn't able to give you the easiest access, but it's really not too bad. but you want to back this red thumb screw out all the way. This actually goes through into a hole in the chassis. You can then pull this chassis out a little bit. This this button here is actually what's stopping it now. And then if you look into here, let's see if I can get it on camera, you can see the end of the board right there. So what I do, and you will need a pair of tweezers like this, and with the battery out, you'll want to, see if I can get this on camera, you want to look in there and then just click and press the SD card and you can pull it right out. And then let's say you're going to put it back in. Just kind of grab it like so, fish it in. You can kind of see the end of the holder there, and gently you want to push it in. You have to finesse it a little bit, but with some time you'll get it. And there you go. And then when you want to put your chassis back in, you just push it back in all the way. This hole here should line up and you'll be able to screw this all the way down. If I can get it thread on. There we go. So like I said, not super easy access, but it's I felt that was good enough, especially given the amount of space you had. If you wanted to do something a little bit easier, we would have to go smaller on that battery there. So that's that. Yeah, other than that, there's not a whole lot else to the chassis. So let's go ahead and pop a battery in. All right, I was just about to put the battery in. So to put the battery in, spring side's your negative, so flat to the bottom. This is my personal battery. That's why it looks like crap.
You still have much to learn, my young apprentice. I foresee you will become a great Jedi Knight.
So I left everything as is. I did add one font just because I felt like I had to, kind of wanted to. So I'll take that back off after this demo, but you click to turn it on.
Sound menu.
There isn't time! Anakin and I can handle this!
Y'all know why I had to put this one on here. Skyberphonics OB2.
She seems to be on top of things. You will be expelled from the Jedi Order!
But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and flip this camera around so I can demo it with the blade a little bit. Some of you will notice that I got a new backdrop. Well, not really a backdrop, but I got a new pegboard to kind of stay a little more organized. Super excited about that. I love just looking at it. It looks super cool with all the sabers up there, but enough of that. So to put your blade in, you want to back the screw out, take the blade plug out obviously, and then set it down on those pins, and then just push it down a little bit so that you can feel that spring action in those pins. Snug this screw up to the blade, give it a test. Some flash on clash, smooth swing, blaster blocks.
Anakin! Don't let your personal feelings get in the way!
It's got gesture controls, and then switch some fonts.
Sound menu.
You still have much to learn, my young apprentice. I foresee you will be...
I didn't really mess with the blade styles much at all. The speaker is fully enclosed. It's the 24mm Smugglers Outpost speaker that you sent me. So it sounds pretty good, it's pretty clear. whole lot of room to swing it around, but that's pretty much it. So I'm going to go ahead and take the blade back out. Obviously just reverse process. You want to back the screw out, take the blade out, put your blade plug back in, and then when taking the battery out, you want to just unthread the grip section. And then you can kind of easily get a fingernail in there, pull down and away, and the battery pops right out. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a nice, simple saber, very easy to use, very high quality, looks really nice. It's a really good little... Today has been an epic fail. I keep trying to free up space on my phone and it keeps running out. So I'm going to make this short. I was just taking the battery out. You got enough room on the positive end to just kind of stick a nail in there, take it out. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a very simple saber, not very much to it. To the client, thank you for trusting me with your build. It was very fun. I was very happy to do it. Very beautiful hilt. Just glad to have a chance to just kind of get a feel for it and get my hands on it. But yeah, so I didn't keep you waiting too long for your saber. Very excited to ship this back to you so you can get your hands on it and play around with it. But to everybody else watching, thank you. I know that there's a lot of you who tune in very regularly to all this, all these videos that I put out. So I'm super grateful for that. So thank you. But yeah, I've got definitely a few more sabers lined up. So stick around and you'll see some pretty cool stuff. I got an 89 Saber Survivor, a Jimmy Saber Junk Survivor, and many more coming. So, and some scrap flexes. I'm super excited about those. So yeah, stick around if you like this saber content. So yeah, thank you, and may the force be with you.